I'm Morag and I'm an independent mediator. I've been mediating for over 25 years now, and I have an MSc in conflict resolution and mediation from Strathclyde University. I'm also an accredited mediator for Scottish mediation. The SLCC uses a panel of independent accredited mediators, and I've been on the panel for about 11 years now. People are often very sceptical about whether their mediation is going to be successful or not, but even the complaints that seem the most complex or difficult can be mediated successfully, and we do have a high success rate actually. I often say that mediation is an opportunity to have a conversation about the complaint with a view to trying to find some sort of resolution. And really, if you think about it that way, what is there to lose by having that conversation? Because mediation is so flexible, any outcome that is reached can be a lot more creative or sometimes more practically useful than another method of dispute resolution. It's also okay to mediate and not reach an agreement. But what I think would happen is that even in these situations, you would come away with a better understanding of the situation. Mediation's a private and flexible process where, with support from an independent third person, and that's the mediator, the people who have the dispute, or in this case, who have a complaint to resolve, get together to try to see if they can resolve it themselves, and if so, what the resolution is going to look like. Many complainers can feel really anxious about what's going to happen at their mediation, but there's a few important things to remember. One of them is that you can bring somebody with you to support you at the mediation, and I always offer people an opportunity to have a private chat with me in advance of the mediation, maybe a few days before the mediation happens, just to reassure. When it comes to the actual mediation, because it's a flexible process, we can all be together in the same room, or we can be separate, either with me, the mediator, or you might want to have a private chat with your supporter. I can't say exactly for sure what will happen at your mediation because there are so many different variables, but what I can say is that throughout the process the mediator will support you as best as they can. When we come to the end of a mediation and we have an agreed resolution, then we'll put that in writing for you, and the SLCC will follow that up. The main thing that the mediator is doing is to help people focus on finding a resolution, but also they're there to make sure that everyone gets a chance to tell their story, but also perhaps more importantly to listen carefully to what the other person is saying. It's also part of the mediator's role to make sure that we're all using clear language that's easy to understand. Mediators don't take sides or make any judgments about who's right or wrong, but it's their role to find any common ground, any hint of a resolution, and encourage people to work with that and to hopefully find a mutually acceptable resolution to the complaint.